So, my lovely, amazing people, I don't really know where Korra go with this dress, but she was looking absolutely beautiful, both the makeup session and everything. But if you ask me where you go, Tafia, I don't know. I know she just they look. More look, he say, "Are royal gorgeous." This picture is screaming royalty. Congratulations on this height. Our beautiful singing dancing princess, all the way from the motherland, attending the Grammy. Really? Is it that same Grammy? What did they call her? Davido went to. Wait, no, they say this year he don't win anything. Hey, Salobo. Wow, 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 wow. It's a huge level of really keep winning while your baby mama continue to be in your shadow. He definitely cannot stand how far you have come. After divorcing his bone cracking her, he is looking for a response from you, and I am sure he will be disappointed. No more spotlight for him. No one is watching him, even with his little child friend. Continue. Oh my God. My people, in this picture, Korra was looking beautiful with this dress. It was really, really beautiful. They said she went to Grammy. My God, that is huge. She's going, no. Korra is going, no. That America musical whatever wey dem dey do na im she go. Are you for real? Wow, wow. Person wey Lolekia just see can lele always putting her down in everything that she does. My people, how do you see this dress on Korra? For me, I saw it different places. It was really, really nice and beautiful. It was very beautiful. I don't know where I foresee a particular one that was really, it was Grammy. Oh my God. Corona VIP there. Really. Wow, wow. I didn't follow. We were just busy, busy. When she sit down, where the screenshot so. Let me look if I can find her. Not if I have. Wow, it was really beautiful in this dress. The makeup itself was amazing. The makeup was mm, mm, mm. Wow. The makeup artist did a great job on her. It was really beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Really beautiful. More win, Korra. Keep on going. More win. Congratulations. Was really beautiful, my people. So, my people, yeah, when I bury him, you no say, whatever she said that period, I believe her. I had no reason. Yeah, when I bury him, you know, say, Ibu matter when they come out, if they see na here we gather do one. They cut his leg. Do you know they not cut that man leg? Hey, very dark man. Hey, Salobo no. He go not to do see any. Eh? Baby. Eh? Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Eh? My people. They come say Mr. Ibu dey sick. After that, they come say they cut his leg. He don't come back. They not cut his leg. Oh. Abi na me never see recent picture. Did they cut his leg? They not cut his leg. Oh. So Jasmine now wey dey talk say na so wey thief money that time. He don't come out now. Come talk as e eye reach for inside, my people. Eh? Make we watch, make we lis ten, make we see how e eye reach for inside. Get some kind things wey e talk for dis Igbo matter. The thing e do me like, must you say this? Na you wa jene family wa gbina 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 egi okome. What is going on? Eh? They cut the leg. Okay, they really cut the leg. And so the picture wey they show recently, no be recent picture. Okay, I don't know.
So I spoke to daddy. I said, we need to find a way for your wife to come so that she can actually take care of you. Daddy said clearly to me that day that he doesn't want his wife to come to the hospital that day. That if his wife come, he's going to die. I'm not the only one he said that to. Labista, you're still alive. Benedict Johnson, you're still alive. If you people know the truth and you want to be silent about it because you don't want to get involved in family issues, I can understand. But I know very well that you people know what happened
Family
that
issue
day
is now
at that hospital.
getting very
We
dirty.
pleaded with daddy, pleaded with
The
him
public.
for
How
him
are
to
you,
allow
my
his wife
darling?
to come to
Saka
the hospital. He
Babekia.
said no.
Oh, the
And he gave
guy
his reasons. He
is
gave his reasons.
cut
He made
the
some
leg.
very
Eh,
strong
they cut am.
allegations about their
I
marriage,
don't know.
about catching about having caught his
My lady, this one not be old video, now they are new video. But for Igbo, the picture where I see, they say now old picture, that the new picture they cut a leg. Mama Harmony, I greet you. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Sarah Fure, Mama Emily. I greet all my lovely, amazing people in the house. Oh yeah, let's listen. Oh. They say she need to clear her name. Oh, quick clear name now. Oh, come me.
wife, having affairs so many times and all of that. Which I called the wife. I told him, I said, this is what daddy
People wey
said.
no monetize
This
no
is
dey
what he said. He
clear
doesn't
name.
want
Na
you to
only
come. That
people
he
wey
caught you having
monetize
an
na im
affair
dey
and all of
clear
those things. She said, oh, that about that is not true. That she never had any affair. I'm not here to say whether she had affair or she never had affair because I wasn't there. But I'm quoting what daddy said. That
Una dey hear wetin dis girl dey talk? Is this how to clear name? Is this how to clear name? Jasmine, you are doing revenge. This is pure revenge. Because see, many social media people, how we take dey affect una family problem. Una tell us so, una no tell us so. We no get anything wey we wan do. Just that if una don bring am come, we must use una learn one sense or the other. Clear. If una decide not to also tell us, we no dey come inside and come beat una, come carry am. You just come outside, come talk say your father wife. Na so your father say e dey sleep around. No be say you get any backup now. You are doing revenge. This is not clear your name. Which name you get? If not be Hebrew, who knows you? Who knows you? Who be Jasmine? Since when you take comot for media, who look for you? Who you help? Jesus! Okwe clear name, e clear name. Which name una fit get? What una dey clear? Which name? Eh? Hey! Family egwagwe. Family wey no monetize, dem no dey clear. Una never notice. Any family wey monetize, dem dey come clear their name for social media. The rest wey no monetize give here, they will leave their name like that. Because after all, upon all the billions of people wey dey this, how many you wan fit see wey you wan clear your name for? How many you fit dey see? How many dey run things with you before? All the people wey don clear their name, you hear say we give anybody award? We go only choose. This one join A, this one join B. Use una do shenanigan finish. Throw where una look for another one for right there. Logo where anke check my name. Iyeki na cut the video.
many times and all of that. Which I called the wife. I told him, I said, this is what daddy said. This is what he said. He doesn't want you to come. That he caught you having an affair and all of those things. She said, oh,
Wow.
that about that
Now the
is not
50,
true. That she never had any affair.
now the 55 million when they still they see they say make she clear. She go dey talk. Thank you. Eh? Come clear the money part. Then they come talk. Oh yeah, more yeah. They said she took the family name, money. Okay, let's hear what she say. Anyway, I just hear 1 minute inside, almost 15 minutes. Let's hear. Oh, quick, clear your name, family, clear your name. Clear your name, family. your name. Hello. Hello, my brother. Dey life oh. When you dey call me, I be dey drive. Okay then. Please, all these Benin people wey dey Nigeria, wey dey abroad, wey say dem big so, ihere wawaya big ya. Araguwa doto, amioto, amigo. Aragwen wa mama la webo, amie visa, amigo. E komple pun gbe. Eva ile mu wala jambana, wa we tak bofu, wa ta jealousy wa. Eva no more millions no, wa yan wan agbo. Why ya pay? Me baba have a big man in up to 50 million wuru. Any a big man. Oh. You dey owe person 5 million, you dey owe some 6 million, you dey owe some 11 million. You not be big man. Oh, sawa ni million this million na put together now take dey use am, take dey do oga. Ejeme. If una want borrow money, why una no go borrow money for bank? Bank may not be me go ya borrow ego. Kigo na wa mi o ma agi mune mi na mi o ma ba ri eni ya. Wa yin ya woga. Eri ame ya woga oga no me o saburu. Oga no mo saburu. Get practice exam tomorrow. Medali even me I'll quick close. No worry, eh? We'll do this one
That is
together.
not true, that she never had any affair. I'm not here to say whether she had affair or she never had affair because I wasn't there. But I'm quoting what daddy said that day. The main reason why he said he didn't want her to come to Abuja. He said he
Oh,
didn't want
I
her to come,
watch
that for
for
the past 2 years he
YouTube.
hasn't seen her. And she affirmed to
Eh?
me that for the
Which
past
one?
2 years she has
Show
not
me,
seen him.
please.
They were only talking on
What?
the phone, and most of the times he doesn't pick
Make
the
them
call.
come
And most of
now.
the time it's
My
strangers, people
darling.
that she doesn't know, that were picking
Send
the
the
call.
YouTube oh,
So
come.
daddy didn't want her to be there. I was the one pushing for her to come there. I was the one pushing for her. I told her, okay, come. This is the hospital. She asked me where the hospital address was. I said, come. And I told her, okay, you know what you're going to do? Find a way, sort out a way, find flight ticket and come. When you come, then we can now find a way and raise the money and balance you back. Because if daddy
Send me
is giving his
link.
reason, saying this is the reason why he doesn't want you to come,
Send me the
I cannot
link,
go
my
against that
darling.
will. So finally,
My darling.
the
Pat.
wife actually talked about
Pat
that issue. She
Michael,
said
send
she
me
herself
link,
said that
abeg.
daddy has been telling a lot of people that she has had it from so many places that she's having an affair, but in reality that it were just mere accusations, that it was.
Can you imagine? Just bring another person, come and having affair, having affair. Emiwa when uta. I don't still put fee for wash without washing. Oh yeah, watch this one
Yes,
first.
is he was hearing from a lot of people that she never
Watch
had
this
any
one
affair.
first, my love.
I believed whatever she said that period. I believed her. I had no reason to doubt what she was saying. So I just as an adult, I felt like, oh, maybe it's just normal misunderstanding between husband and wife, that they will in turn settle later. So later on, she came to the hospital. When she came to the hospital, the first thing that they asked me was, who brought her here? I said that this person is your wife now. You cannot be asking me who brought her here. Then she later said her friend, one of her friend, which I'll be mentioning her name in the course of this video, because a lot of things that happened in that family she knows. If she's willing to come out and
Papa, you
speak up
like how
one
she
day,
come clear
it's on
am.
her. If she wants to know
You
the
have
truth and
sent
still be
it.
silenced about the truth, it's still on her. I'll not force
Let
anybody to
me
come
see.
and speak
You
up
send
or
it
force
to me.
anybody to come and stand up for me.
My UK
I
number.
won't. That's what I
Person
won't
say
do.
something, call me.
So that her friend,
Now here you see.
now she, according to the wife, when she landed in Abuja after I sent the address, she said it was that her friend Ogadima that actually booked the flight ticket for her. And then she came there. There was one other lady that was there that they later had issue with. Whatever, I don't know. They later had issue with the lady that was there in the hospital. With the lady that was there in the hospital. So when she came to the
Now
hospital, it
UK
was
number you
me,
send abroad.
the other lady that she later had issue with, and daddy at first in the hospital. Before she came, I was the one in the hospital taking care of
My
daddy.
people, wait, let me check the one from YouTube. Okay, now here you send and put. Thank you, my love. Oh yeah. It's even the one from YouTube is even better. Hi everyone. As you oh quick clear yourself. Family member. Clear yourself, clear yourself, clear yourself. Sawba gi mami okwe family be social media okwe clear yourself in egi mawo ye ye. Jesus. Ha. Emi ya mana clear be ye na mi no ma de hin ma clear. Wa wi ma we do gbe mi. O ma ti gbe mi fuck it off. God forbid. Clear see as the whole world go dey use am take dey do shadamarakata na im dey the cyberspace now according to them those cyberspace some clear monica no gree clear e no talk e no whatever ó jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ na ìmú ìdágájì yẹn gbé ó wà ṣúkì yẹn ṣúkúṣúkúṣúkú kàsí yẹn máa mi gbé na yẹn máa mi èmi yẹn analyze èmi yẹn tẹ́wọ́ ọ̀sán mi ọmọ sọ̀nà mi monica wọ́n sẹ̀ ní mi nẹ́gí sọ̀nù wẹ̀rẹ̀gẹ̀ náà ìkàtà ni agbọ̀nrin yẹn mẹ́bẹ̀ na òun ẹsẹ̀ ti sọ̀nà mi. Ah, oh yeah.
Oh no, my
Let's
name is
go.
Lady Jasmine C. And today I want to say thank you to everybody, most of all, those who had faith in me, who believed in me, who patiently waited till this day for me to come and speak on behalf of myself. To all the good Nigerians out there who, during this trying period, showed their immense support by
Yes, so my
checking up
love.
on me, calling to know how I'm doing.
No, we not
I
the
want to say
debunk
thank you to
again.
everybody. So today I'm going to be talking about what has
Even when
transpired
we
this
want to
entire
away you
time.
debunk. When we don't throw
The
away you,
past
we
three
not the
months
debunk
has
again.
been,
Lie.
I can't say it has been
Anything you
hell,
like, we talk.
but in every
Our
situation, I want to say, I want to give thanks to God. I said I was not going to talk about this issue until Daddy gets back to his feet. And glory be to God, he's been discharged and recuperating. Um, a lot has happened, not just the event of the past few months. A lot has happened, and I would like to share more light on how I got involved, how things got to this point.
share
And I'm not
guys.
talking
Thumbs up.
because
Let others know
I
that we
need
are
people
here.
to
Let's watch it
sympathize with me.
together.
No, that's not the essence of this.
Okay, let's.
I'm talking because I
She says she's not talking to sympathize. So let us hear why she's talking and what she's talking. Eh? I know too they talk me before they go fast. More listening.
feel like I have been abused, I have been
Don't
used,
worry, we'll listen. You know, go sleep. Don't worry. We'll listen
and
soon.
I hope you guys are patient
Make
enough
that video
to at
too.
least
But
listen
don't
to the
worry, we'll
entire
listen
story
small.
because it means a lot to me for people to know what really transpired, what really happened. Then, if after
Oh,
listening to
I
me,
don't do
you
Korao
feel
for
like, oh,
front.
I'm wrong,
Oh, na con.
fine.
Korao dey front.
I'll leave the judgment to you people. So, how did I get involved in all this in the first place? Um, Firstly, how did I get involved with this family? The John Okafor family, Mr. Ibu family. The first and most important question I get all the time from people, mostly on my comment section, is, oh, don't she have a family? Don't she have parents? Leave this family alone, and all of that. I would like to start addressing from those kind of comments. So many years ago, my dad passed on. May his soul rest in peace. He was in the Nigerian army. He was a very good friend to Mr. Ibu, who is now a father figure in my life. When my dad passed on, Mr. Ibu himself was at the burial. Ever since then, he has played the role of a father figure in my life. Not for once have I ever needed somebody as a father that he was not there for me. So, fast forward to 2018, I left the country, I left Nigeria, and then I went to look for greener pasture
Alaja Fatima, this is
outside the
yes,
country.
so
Things were working out for me. I was doing good. I was doing fine. Later on, I relocated to Cyprus where I was studying law. Fast forward to 2020, Daddy in person of Mr. Abel, started writing me on WhatsApp requesting for financial assistance. I was really surprised because before I left this country, he was doing well. If he wasn't at the peak of his career, he was doing absolutely well. He has exotic cars, everything was okay for him. So in 2020, when he started reaching out to me that he needed money for certain things, I was really surprised. Certain times I will send 50,000, 5,000, 2,000, as much as I can. I have friends then in Cyprus that can attest to it. I think I have one friend, Ventura, another friend, Otonye. These are people I know that can attest to it because then, even when I don't have as much, I would borrow from them or I would get from them to send to him. So at some point, it was
If
quite
they talk like
disturbing
who no dey
because
breathe,
I know when
waist
I left this
trainer,
country, he was doing very, very
waist
okay.
trainer.
I started asking questions. I asked him what exactly is happening in your life right now for
Na
you
waist
to be
trainer
asking
talk.
for the least 50,000, 10,000, 5,000. Are you sure everything is okay? That was the
Monica!
first time he mentioned to me that he was sick and he
Monica!
was in Abuja. I then asked him, how about your wife? How's the children? How is everybody doing? It's been long since I heard from any of them. He said, his wife is in Lagos, that he has been in Abuja for close to 2 years now. And I was like, if you're sick, the best place to be is your home in Lagos. Why Abuja? He didn't really say much. So I told him to send me his wife number that I would like to hear from her. It's been a while. I'd like to hear from her. Let me know what's happening in their life and all of that. Let me also understand why he was asking for those kind of financial help if things has really gotten that bad. Because I was in shock. It also surprised me. So he later sent her number. I called her. I asked her how she was doing. She said everything was not well. I could remember that day. The first day I contacted her after a very long time, she said everything is not well, that her husband has left the house for
Waist
over
trainer
two
and the
years.
way she
He
takes
has
say
abandoned
that.
the children and
I saw
everything.
waist trainer
I
dey
was
do am.
surprised to hear that from her. And then she
They
said that
no
that
too
very
tight
day
and you
she started
no
sending me videos. I
let
think
you take
the
cigar.
last time they called me out that I was on that the freeze life, I made reference to that. And I'm sure those evidence will still be on the live because I've changed my phone severally and my phone formatted, so I might not have some of those evidence, but I still know that if I go to my iCloud, I'll still see some of them, which I'll be posting while the video goes on.
Hina bame social media.
So around that
Ejene.
period, she
Imae
was
o.
crying over
Ya
the
we mi no
phone when I
mane
asked her
se
how things
ne.
were going. She said
They marriage
that
you will
daddy in person of
say.
Mr. Ibu has left the house for over 2 years,
I no sure
abandoned
say
her
I
with the
fit
kids,
this
that
type of
things were really bad
paper.
for
I no
her.
fit. I no
Even
get
that day,
strength.
she sent me a
AJ,
video of
God
NEPA people
forbid.
cutting the light as of when I called her. The NEPA people were there. She went to her car. She showed me her car, that there was no fuel in her car. Her car was in a very bad.
My lady, you come here to come hate me or to come beat me or what? But all they say, he say they no give your small boyfriend Davido Grammy award o. You no tell am sorry. I don tell am sorry since I don curse Lolekia say na God go punish am. Na Lolekia make the whole world know. Davido be don go out, nobody hear, we quiet. eh you think say you no dey used to that kind of a thing, must still always win. As e no still win, no problem, God give am twins, your sorrow go ne. You understand? Dem must not give am, make some people still win, no problem. Mona leave the video alone. No.
Condition that in fact that if I don't intervene now, and if people will cut the light and there will be no light there will be no light in the house and the children were drinking gari, that there was no food in the house for the children, that they were drinking gari, that things has gotten real bad, that since that he was in Abuja, he was not really in a very good state to help them and support her. And for her, she's not doing any work. She according to her, she married him. She has not had any job. She has not done anything. She has no means of sustaining the
God
family. I mean,
forbid.
she
Wrong
totally depends
wife,
on him to be able to sustain the
Hmm.
family
Our
and pay
neighbor
school
o,
fees for the
salopa
children.
lopa o.
So I said, okay, me, I'm in Cyprus. Oh, I'm studying. I showed her some of my school stuff that I'm studying law. This is where I am. We're trying
You
to
are
catch
for
up with
Burna
each
Boy,
other. And I told her this is where
get
I am
my
right now.
own really
But I'll
deserve
try
it.
and see if I can raise
Please,
at
you
least
guys will send me
100,000
the video
and
where I
send to her
can
so that she
watch
can
it so
sort
that
out the
we will
little
talk
she can
about
solve.
it,
She
please.
said, okay, that
I
day I
really
sent her
need it,
100,000.
especially the
The
part
proof
of
of that
Korra.
is
Where can I
the proof of
watch
that
it?
100,000 I sent her is in the live video the previous live video I did with Daddy Freeze. I sent her 100,000 naira. She called me. She thanked me. She said that 100,000 will go a very long way for her. I said okay. Subsequently, I will keep in touch. That was my first encounter with her after a very long period of time. But that was my first time talking to her after a very long period of time. After I left the country and everything.
Monica, come
So from there, she
now.
started chatting me every day. We were talking. Subsequently, she would send me. So every
Abba!
single time we were having conversation, it was
Monica!
about the issues in the house and all of those things. And at the point, she started
That's me, I
complaining to me
wait
that
before I
she's
finish
not able
this.
to reach daddy on the phone in person of Mr. Ibu. That when she calls him in Abuja, he doesn't pick and all of that. So she will ask me to call daddy on her behalf and talk to daddy that daddy should
Monica!
send something for her and the kids. And I've been supporting her in the little way I can during that period. My friends in Cyprus, I can call their names here. I'm sure most of them are still alive, although I'm not in contact with some of them
Now this
because
one
I've
you tell
left
me will be
Cyprus for
2
a while.
hours.
They are aware. Some of them are
You
aware
have
because
said it.
when I
Don't
don't have, I'll ask my friend, "Oh, please help me. I want to send." They know how close I was to the family and how I was always concerned about the family. So at one point, I said I was coming
I'm
back to
using the
Nigeria
phone with
because at
them.
that point I was dating someone and we're talking about getting married. So I had a reason to come to Nigeria, and I
Now
told her,
the
I said,
phone with
"Look,
I'm not
I'm coming
pay
to
now.
Nigeria. When I come to Nigeria, we'll sit down and talk. Then we'll know how to solve some of all these issues that is going on, you know." So I was also talking to daddy's son, Valentine, that was in South Africa. I was talking to so many people in the family that period. So when I came back to Nigeria, I was supposed to come to Lagos. In fact, she was supposed to meet me at the airport,
If
but she
people
couldn't
share
meet
the
up.
call, do you know
And
they are
then
sleeping?
I told her I was going straight to Abuja. I traveled with one other lady, one of their family friend. So we went to Abuja. On getting to Abuja, daddy was really sick. He was really, really sick. That's the first video that went viral on social media that was giving him medicine. I said, "Daddy, take this medicine, take the medicine." I am sure I'll put it on the screen during the course of the video. So daddy was really sick. The condition I met him was really bad. I have a lot of videos we made that day. Asking what was happening. He said he's really down for the past 2 years. He don't know what is happening. I said, "Why haven't you gone home if things are really that bad? Go home and stay with your wife. At least she will take care of you. Now that you are here in this hotel," the name of the hotel he was then was Nana Suit. You people can go and find out how long that he stayed in Nana Suit. I know I heard when I came, I heard he lived in so many hotels in Abuja before finally living in Nana Suit. I'm sure people that are watching this video, some people will be able to go there and make inquiries. It was in Nana Suit Hotel that I went and found that day. So in that Nana Suit Hotel, there are some other people that were there, some other actors. During the course of this video, I'll be mentioning some names. So if there's anything I'm saying that is lie, people can go and make inquiries. You know, I didn't want to come and say anything, but the things have gotten to the part where I have to speak up, and I have to speak up my truths. I have to say my truth the way it is. That is the essence of telling this story. The way it is. If after knowing my truths, you people still deem it fit to condemn me, it's fine. But at least let it be that I speak.
I greet
Let
you
it be
with
that I
that
said
pride.
something. Let it be that I stood up for myself. So when I arrived at that Nana hotel with the lady that is a family friend to them, daddy was really sick. Then I did a video of him being sick and I put it on social media. That video caught the attentions of so many good Nigerians. And then people started reaching out. And what's happening to Mr. Ibu? It's been so long we heard about Mr. Ibu. What's happening to our old Nollywood actors? We haven't been seeing Mr. Ibu. Nobody has been hearing about him for a while now. And there were some good people that were around him around that period. They knew he was sick, but they did not know he was that bad. Benedict Johnson, a Nollywood actor, was there. Labista was there. There's one other man. I don't really know him mutually, but I met him there. He was one of the people that was helping him then, and Bala, Mr. Bala. They had a program
A
running,
family whereby
political
what I'm
party program
monetizing in
that
the
was running on
Facebook.
that
I
period. I can't really say
people
much
today.
about it because I came and met
Because
met them in the
nigga
middle
so
of it. In fact,
lamanado
I later found out that they were the one even
I hear
sustaining his hotel bill, his food and everything. So
good
when they
evening,
saw that
mommy
video, they
T.
rushed. They came. Benedict Johnson came over.
God
Labista came over,
forbid.
and some people in Nollywood they came over, and
Eh.
immediately it wasn't up to an hour, let me say an hour 30 minutes, they rushed him to the hospital. They rushed him to the
God
hospital,
prevail.
Zenith Medical.
too much
Zenith Kidney and Medical Center.
dedication.
When they
Just
took him to the
okay.
hospital, I believe Benedict Johnson, by the grace of God, he's alive and healthy. He knows most of, he should be able to relate to most of the things I'm going to say during this period in Abuja. They took him to the hospital. The doctors saw that they saw his former medical reports from the previous hospital he was. And what the doctor said that day, I won't forget, he said, if this medical report that they came with is the state of him, of daddy right now, that means things are really bad. And then I could remember then, if the people that were there can attest to the fact that daddy was saying, death is near, death is near, death is near. I was rebuking him. I said, death is not near, you're not dying anytime soon. So the hospital, they said they had to make a deposit of a particular amount of money. Benedict Johnson and Labista were running around with some other people, the Bala man, they were running around, they were able to raise a certain amount of money, and then they made deposit at that hospital, Zenith Hospital. So they started checking that day. I cannot actually give details of his medical condition because I feel like that those are things that are
So
actually
the
personal
English
to him.
must one
But I can
because
actually
before
say
you
to
go
some
feed it
extent
go too late.
the
As I
medical
just come
condition
from
was
school, I
really bad.
just
It
do
wasn't a
party
very
from
good report.
party. I
So
say
they
me I
started
quickly
checking him
see
all over. They had to admit him.
baby if
They
you
admitted him in that hospital for at least 3 months. And the people that took care of the bill that time, as far as I know, was that group of people that were sustaining him at that hotel. So when I came, the first thing I asked, I called the wife. I said, "Look, I'm here at the hospital in Abuja. The condition is really bad. If it's possible for you to come, come." She now said, that she doesn't have transport, or that she doesn't have money for flight, she can't come, that they said we're going to
that
arrange
woman
money
is
for her
always
to come and all of
complaining.
that. I said, okay. So I spoke to daddy. I said, we need to find a way for your wife to come so that she can actually take care of you. Daddy said clearly to me that day that he doesn't want his wife to come to the hospital that day, that if his wife come, he's going to die. I'm not the only one he said that to. Labista, you're still alive. Benedict Johnson, you're still alive. If you people know the truth and you want to be silent about it because you don't want to get involved in family issues, I can
Una hear the
understand.
report
But
just
I
now.
know very well that you people know what happened that day at that hospital. We pleaded with daddy, pleaded with him
Good
for him
evening,
to allow his wife to come
mommy.
to the hospital. He said no.
Latest
And he gave
grandmommy.
his reasons.
Wow.
He gave his reasons. He made
How are you
some very
doing? How is
strong
baby?
allegations about their marriage, about about having caught his wife having affairs so many times and all of that. Which I called the wife. I told him, I said, this is what daddy said. This is what he said. He doesn't want you to come. That he caught you having an affair and all of those things. She said, oh, that about that is not true. That she never had any affair. I'm not here to say whether she had affair or she never had affair because I wasn't there. But I'm
But
quoting
you
what daddy said that day. The main reason why he said he didn't want her to come to Abuja, he said he didn't want her to come, that for the past 2 years he hasn't seen her. And she affirmed to me that for the past 2 years she has not seen him. They were only talking on the phone, and most of the times he doesn't pick the call. And most of the time it's strangers, people that she doesn't know, that were picking the call. So daddy didn't want her to be there.
now
I was
what?
the one
How
pushing
will
for her to come
do?
there. I was the one pushing for her. I told her, okay, come. This is the hospital. She asked me where the hospital address was. I said, come. And I told her, okay, you know what you're going to do? Find a way, sort out a way, find flight ticket and come. When you come,
Oh,
then
baby
we
is
can now
fine. Bless God.
find a way and raise the money and balance you back. Because if daddy is giving his reason, saying this is the reason why he doesn't want you to come, I cannot go against that will. So finally, the wife actually talked about that issue. She said she herself said that daddy has been telling a lot of people that she has had it from so many places that she's having an affair, but in reality that it were just mere accusations, that it was hearsays. He was hearing from a lot of people that she never had any affair. I believed whatever she said that period. I believed her. I had no reason to doubt what she was saying. So I just as an adult, I felt like, oh, maybe it's just normal misunderstanding between husband and wife, that they will in turn settle later. So later on, she came to the hospital. When she came to the hospital, the first thing that they asked me was, who brought her here? I said, that this person is your wife now. You cannot be asking me who brought her here. Then she later said, her friend, one of her friend, which I'll be mentioning her name in the course of this um video, because a lot of things that happened in that family she knows. If she's willing to come out and speak up one day, it's on her. If she wants to know the truth and still be silenced about the truth, it's still on her. I will not force anybody to come and speak up or force anybody to come and stand up for me. I won't, that's what I won't do. So that her friend, now she, according to the wife, when she landed in Abuja after I sent the address, she said it was that her friend Ogadima that actually booked the flight ticket for her. And then she came there. There was one other lady that was there that they later had issue with, whatever, I don't know. They later had issue with the lady that was there in the hospital. So when she came to the hospital, it was me, the other lady that she later had issue with, and daddy at first in the hospital. Before she came, I was the one in the hospital taking care of daddy when I came back. Then subsequently, Labista will come, Benedict Justin will come. Some people were coming, some other people from Nollywood, and some people that were there in that hotel that he was lodged at. The people that were looking after him were paying for his food and his hotel bill. Those people were also frequenting the hospital before she came. So when she came, I stepped down. I was just there. Whatever she wants, she would send me message like her daughter. She was even calling me her daughter, introducing me. She was the one that started introducing me to people as her daughter. Oh, this is my daughter. This is what she has done, and all of that. I was working with the flow. I never had issue with her at any point. I was very loyal to her. Never at any point had any issue with her. So daddy was now in that hospital for about 2 weeks. Then his son later came and joined us. Daniel, his son, his second son, sorry, not the one in South Africa. His second son later came and joined us in the hospital. So it was me, daddy, his wife, his son, and at the hospital. Subsequently, people started coming to the hospital to visit him. Yes, Madam Mona Lisa came to visit him, the Nollywood actress. She was the then secretary of EGN. A lot of people started coming to the hospital to visit him after the post I made went viral. Some people were contributing directly to him. Some people were giving him cash directly to him. At no situation was any money that was given to him taken by me or given to me. They were giving it to him, either him directly or the wife. I was just there in the picture trying to assist with everything. So after staying in that hospital for months, daddy finally recovered. Glory be to God. Myself, his son, the wife, we now started traveling. I cannot remember the sequence of the travel, but I know we went to we went to, yes, from Abuja we went to Enugu together. We went to Calabar together to see that her friend that booked ticket for her, Auntie Ogadima. We went to Owerri together. We attended Rita Dominic's wedding together, which he introduced me to so many people as his daughter, and the wife was introducing me to so many people as her child. We were traveling together. After all those
Okay,
travel,
that
we
is
now
where
later
is
came
my
back to
father came
Lagos.
from.
When we came back to Lagos, we didn't go to the house directly
Okay.
because the wife said the house was not in a good condition. Water was already entering the house. She said the house was so messed. So we all went to lodge in a hotel. Went to lodge in a hotel. In that hotel, daddy and his wife were lodged. I was lodged separately. After staying in that hotel for a particular period of time, I think for a week, then
Hmm.
we now went to the house. Now, when we went to the house around that period, daddy was still, he just barely recovered. He was still trying to get back to his feet.
Now, wow, just see life where people they live. You just leave your house, go they live for hotel. They spend money. Later now turn to beggar.
While we were living, I think Benedict Johnson and Ballard, his group, yes, Benedict Johnson, Ballard and Lavista, their group in that particular thing they were doing that time. I think it was something related to politics. I wasn't really well informed about whatever they were doing, but they supported him with some amount of money. Even the day they wanted to give him the money, the wife said they should hand over the money to her, which they did. So she was the one in charge of the money they gave to him. After that, we went to from the hotel, we went to his house. So when we got to the house, I told them I wanted to. Then I just came back to Nigeria. I haven't actually connected to my own mom. I haven't even visited my mom. My mom was in Lagos. She was calling me. I told her the situation of things when I came because she knows him very well. And they thought my mom is also from Enugu. They are from a very close place. So she knows him very well. She knows him for years. In fact, they are very close. So my mom was also communicating. My mom said, okay, be patient. When it's fine, you can come back. So for that period of time, my parents, my family are there. They were doing fine. They were communicating with me. And I had just recently got married. I had just recently got married to the guy I met on TikTok, the American guy. I'll be talking about his story in another video. That's another because when everything happened, I never ever said anything about anything. But now
Yeah.
people are pushing me to talk.
It's a
I've been
lie.
quiet and people are pushing me to talk. They
Wow.
want me to
Who
really
want talk?
talk.
Can't talk.
I'm
Oh.
the kind of person that when things happen,
To
I
talk.
like things to be where they are. I like to move on from things. But this situation, I don't see myself moving on from it until I talk about it. And by talking about it, I mean telling my story exactly the way it is. And if I
Did you hear the part where I said nobody push anybody to talk? Now you want talk. It can't be like say no, but you just heard her say it now. That if she don't touch, she cannot move on. You see, nobody they push anybody to talk. It is you that want to talk your own part. Oh yeah. And when una see una family member wey don monetize, be careful with problem you do with them. Because eke I want to talk in now, eke monetization or there me go etota make up water law. This one will say it in another part, that one will say it in another part. So yeah, we are here. Let's listen.
see anything on this video, anybody thinks that what I'm saying is a lie, I have proof of everything I'm going to say in this video. I have proof of them, either in video forms, either in picture forms, screenshot, chat. I have proof. I'm someone that is very detailed in whatever I do in life. So I have proof of whatever I'm going to be saying in this video. So around that period while we were in there in the house, my then husband, who is now my ex-husband, said he wanted to come to Nigeria, and that would have been the first. That would have been like the first time he's coming to Nigeria. I said okay. I had to go and rent house then. So I went to rent a house in Lagos. I took a 5 bedroom flat in Lekki. Before I left Cyprus, most people that knew me in Cyprus know that I had a logistic business working for me, 247 logistic. Yes, I had a logistic business working for me. I had things working for me very fine, and I was doing very okay, and I was very comfortable, very, very comfortable. The logistic business I was doing, I was making over 3 million naira weekly. So I was making a whole lot of money from that logistic. I was the only one doing the business I was doing in Cyprus. As of the time I left Cyprus, nobody else was doing that business. So when I came, I was okay, I was fully loaded. Then, after staying with daddy in the house for a period of time, when daddy was recuperating, him and his wife started having issues. The son was there. The son can attest to it. Even the children, the younger children, they can attest to it.
Bí ma bam náà o, 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 bí ma bam náà, now, bí ma bam náà.
They were always constantly having issues, and the issues they were having was not far-fetched from money issues. The fact that she would want to do something and she'll come and ask daddy for money, knowing fully well that he's not working and there's no other source of income. Daddy will start complaining, okay, I'm not working. Where do you want this money to come from? And as far as I know, from what both of them told me, from what daddy told me and from what she told me, they were married for years, and that marriage was very okay until daddy started encountering money issues when he wasn't getting jobs in his career. Nollywood, the acting team was not paying him. He wasn't getting jobs. He wasn't getting endorsements. So he was just there. So the money was not coming forth because while she was in that marriage, she was not working. So the only source of income in that marriage was daddy. And at the point that daddy was not able to financially sustain the marriage, that's when the issues started coming up. So while I was there, the few issues that I know occurred in my presence, the few issues that I can say, I can attest to that happened in my presence were mostly the issues of money. When she would say, okay, I need money for this, I mean, need money for that. At some point, daddy was even telling her to that the school fees they were paying for the kids were too expensive, that they should actually change the school for the children so that he can pay in somewhere that he can afford. Those were the kind of issues that were bringing problem that time. And the problem I was the problem I'm talking about is not like just that they were having they were always quarreling in the loudest of their voice. I've never witnessed daddy hitting her or witnessed her beating daddy, but they were always fighting at the top of their voice. That daddy would at some point he would start complaining, oh, my heart, my chest, and all of those things. He would start complaining as if those things were actually affecting him directly. So then, aside from that job I did in Cyprus, I was doing TikTok. Even when I traveled to Gambia and some other African countries, I was doing TikTok. And then people that knows what TikTok is all about knows that TikTok is one social media platform that pays very well if you're very creative and you know what you're doing. If you go on TikTok, you have a lot of people gifting you and all of that. So I started telling her, I said, okay, now that daddy is not working, This TikTok thing, I showed her how I was making my income and all of that. I said, this TikTok thing might actually be something that would work for you people. She said, okay, she's very interested, that I should create an account for her. I should teach her how she can do the TikTok thing, which I did. I politely did. I opened the TikTok account for her. I even went as far as growing her TikTok account to 114,000 followers that it is today. I was doing content for her. Even while we were in Abuja, I was doing content for her. I was shooting the videos, everything on that TikTok platform till it grew to that amount of follower it has was all my doings. Then
Hmm.
later on,
Oh,
I
wow.
started doing daddy TikTok. She said I should also help daddy, bring daddy back to social media, that people don't know that daddy has gone out of the limelight. Maybe he can start having job. That is how I started creating content with daddy, bringing him back to the limelight so that he can at least afford the least school fees. And as I speak, I know there are so many people in the industry that can attest to the fact that I was not the only one that he was calling and asking for finance. Because when I came, I heard a lot of stuff. A lot of people were telling me that he was asking for finance for as many people as possible. Everybody knew that the time I came back to Nigeria, that he was at his lowest. He was
So,
at his lowest.
for our good to kill us, make keep people where we do for. So, people want come talk now, say, if you see people for down, down, make you run for your life. Why is this? Say, people where you meet for down, down, where you head for down low, like low, 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 low. Why e be say now they always become ungrateful? Iyeki, let's talk. Let her talk, because when Lolekia lied on you, Ija, did I tell her not to talk? If you you read this, who be this? I must read that your comment. Oh, you go nowhere. Where you I put? Where that comment? I can't find the comment. You just did you comment and just take it away? When Lolekia lied on you, now 4 hours you take tell us your part, because you talk out that make we your lover to know you more today. I didn't say she should not talk out. Oh. I didn't say she shouldn't talk out. I'm just saying, if it's not necessary, why? But at least we dey go inside now, we dey see say okay, it's necessary. Oh. Okay, people say they say e thief money. Now say if na really family member, may we still talk when una don settle everything. But now we dey go inside, we dey see say okay, okay, eh? Otherwise, my sister, if your sister don monetize, una dey biegbe until wa don go on the social media. You think say I like am as I come talk, but na Lolekia cause am. Two people can quarrel, everybody go your own way. But people wey dey lie on you for social media, whatever, e no nice. You understand? My people. So is it are they not telling people that when you see people in low, low, down, down, you should run? Don't mind them. Because I don't know why people who go down, 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 down low to go and help low, low people. It's always something else. Oh yeah, let's hear this part.
He was asking for the least 2,000 naira from anybody that
Can you
cared
imagine?
to sustain his family. He was asking for the least 1,000 naira. He was asking for money from anybody, be it a stranger, anybody. So a lot of people knew that I was not the only person that knows that daddy was at his lowest when I came back to Nigeria. That daddy wasn't doing fine at all financially.
Mm.
So that was how I was able to set up the TikTok thing for both her and daddy. And when I came back, daddy's Instagram account was hacked. His account was hacked. He was not active on Instagram. In fact, his account was hacked while he was in the hospital. And we later find out who hacked his account is also somebody in the Nollywood. I don't want to mention name because the case was taken to sorry, the case was taken to Aja police station. I was the one that found out because I was chatting the account, and then the person was chatting me. He sent details to send money. I later
Again.
found out who the person was. I was the one that reported the case to Aja police station, paid for every the investigation to go on. And when the investigation went on, they tracked the person and they brought the person to Aja police station for me to recover that account. There's this girl they called Jenna of Insta and on Instagram. So I paid Jenna 500,000 on Instagram to help recover that account. Now they recovered Daddy's account, Instagram's Instagram account. After they recovered the Instagram account, which before I paid that money, I told the wife, I said, "Okay, see, how are we going to raise the money?" She was like, "Let's forget about the account. That it's something we can always do. That money is not important to pay that kind of money in that." I remember that day I called my immediate younger brother. I said, "Please, can you loan me 500,000? The next day I'll be able to send it to you. Let me just quickly sort this problem out." He did. She was there when the money came and everything, and we solved that problem. And when the guy was arrested, he later compensated Daddy with, I think, 1 point something million naira. Yes, and that money was given to him and not me. And I didn't bother. So subsequently, while I was doing my
Hey!
TikTok thing, I was also sustaining the
Father, again.
family.
Wow.
Most of the things they buy in the house, most of the things they use in the house, I was sustaining them from that money. Then Daddy later joined in the TikTok stuff. The money that was making from the Daddy's TikTok that he was doing, most of it was going to the wife. Some of it was going to Daddy.
Hey!
They were solving their family problem. She cannot say
Father,
she did
again.
not use TikTok
Wow.
money to pay school fees at some point. From the TikTok I was doing with Daddy. She has never for one day come and show her face on that TikTok. I was the one running the TikTok account with Daddy. She cannot say she has not used the money from TikTok to put food on their table.
That is
She
good.
cannot say they did not use money from the TikTok
Hey!
money to do things that would benefit their family. While I was running her TikTok account, I was running Daddy's TikTok account, and I was running my account. At some point, I was choked. I had to hand over her own TikTok account to her and tell her, "Okay, this is how to go about it. Let me focus on myself and focus on Daddy." She now said, "Okay, but sometimes try to carry me along." I said, "Okay, no problem. I'll be carrying you along. Like when we're doing starting videos, you will join us. You go to the
Hey!
page, you see even on Daddy's page, some video it's three of us, some video is just me and Daddy, and some video is me and her." So things were going quite smooth. There was no reason for malice. There was no confusion anywhere. In fact, at some point, I was more closer to her than I was with Daddy, because there are certain conversations that I and her have that I have with her that I cannot have with Daddy. So while the issue between herself and Daddy was going on, um, at some point she started bringing up issue of Daddy selling his property, some of his property he had, so that they can be able to fit some bills as they were not meeting up with bills. So at that point, Daddy was so I don't know, for some reason he was unwilling to.
And yet, this family, anytime they make some more money, they start squandering it. Eh? Some more money they make, they go stay lush for hotel yamajowa until money go finish. When it is sick, and that's one way beg. That's a low boy. Eh? Ah, wow, I get baby vidi. Hey, saloboa.
Sell property. Maybe he was hoping that a job will come along, something somewhere that things will work out eventually, you know. And also, when we came back, Daddy complained about the cars he left in the house, that all the cars were sold and none of them were remitted to him. In fact, that was the first issue they had in the house then. He was asking about the cars, what happened to all the cars, that all the cars were sold and none of the money, he made it quite an issue that none of the money was remitted to him. That I cannot say much about, because she's the only one that knows what happened to the car. I'm only making reference to it because even in Daddy Free's life, the first time she called me out, the first time anybody in this life ever called me out was that she was the first person that ever called me out in this life. I've never had to have issue with anybody on social space. So the first time anything like that happened was when she came out and said, "Oh, this is I'll trace it back." That's why I'm starting this whole story from the beginning, so that I'll link it up to how we got to this place. Daddy came out and also
Mm.
made reference to that
My
his
people,
cars that were
check
missing
this
on
video.
Daddy
It's
Free's life.
getting interesting. So they mean we should not be doing good to low that Satan people. That when you see people in their low with shame, with fighting, run for your life. Eh? That when you see family, you think say na so it be. When you run for your life, because any when you go do for them, you go job. because wetin fit bring dem to that low low, dem be ungrateful people. Who no be ungrateful people? There is a way God will never make you go low low low. Yo, hey, mama mia. See when money come, why me ungratefulness. People of low low down satanic. Why e be say small thing just touch una just dey ungrateful to people that were there for you. At the end of the day, una where far. Ah,
life. So
wow.
I'm sure it's something that some people, if you watch the video, you'll be familiar with. So fast forward to while we were in the house and they were having their issues,
Very lazy.
and then
Yes, now.
my ex-husband said he wanted to visit Nigeria. I said, okay, fine. So fast forward to when I rented my house and I moved into my house with my family were in the house. My husband later came and joined us in the house. So after I moved in, when my ex-husband came, he wanted to see daddy.
Hmm.
Around that period, as soon as I left the house, it wasn't long after I left the house. One day she called me, she was crying on the phone that daddy said he wants to leave again. That she's so scared because the last time he left for about over 2 years, and now he wants to leave again, that he doesn't want to stay in the house, that he's probably running away from responsibility and all that. And daddy that I know as of that time, he was also complaining that he's financially not okay, that staying in their house doing nothing does not suit him. So he was trying to, like
The
he said, he
woman
wanted
was
to go
there
out
doing nothing.
and see if he can get job
Hmm.
outside, maybe in
Lazy
Abuja,
as
go
well.
back to Abuja or go somewhere else apart from Lagos where maybe he can actually get help or something. So daddy later moved out of the house. He went to somewhere in Ibafo. I've never been to that place before until when my ex-husband came and he wanted to see daddy. We drove all the way, myself, my ex-husband, we drove all the way to Ibafo. When we went there, it was a
This one where you
building,
come still dey show us husband,
and
you
the
no
guy,
go
there was one guy, I
vex.
don't want to mention his name. There was one guy that was there, that he was living with that guy, and there were so many people again in that house. I was wondering why daddy had to leave his house to go and stay in that kind of place, in that place. So daddy said that place was preferable for him to stay. I could remember vividly that the wife was also trying to reach out to the said guy, and certain times she would say when she reached out to him, he was not responsive well and all of that. They were having some issues and all of that. So daddy was there in Iba for a very long period of time, and that guy was taking care of him in Iba for a very long period of time. So when I came back, when I got Iba, I called her. I said, "This is where daddy is staying. No, that are you not going to do something about it? At least let him come back. That place, I don't think is very comfortable for him." So she said, that if he wants to move her, she cannot stop an adult from going to where he wants to stay, since his own house is not comfortable for him to stay anymore. According to her, he was running away from responsibility and stuff. They both had different view. According to daddy, there was no money, and he was trying to go and look for other means of getting money.
Wow.
So, and I said, okay, we are coming back, myself and my ex-husband and everything. We are coming back to
Everything
Lagos, because
about the woman
Ibafo
is
is almost
money,
outside the
money, money.
outskirts of Lagos. So she
Hey!
pleaded with me that day. She said, if can we
Jesus.
bring him back?
Can never make
I
such
said, the way I
mistake
saw him, I
ever
don't
again
think
in my
he's
life.
willing to come back. In fact, he was saying he's
Their sign know how to know as una dey know. So I hope una not make such mistake with any friend in eh? They know they have to know. Their matter is always busy, it's always money. They can't the smallest help for they say they cannot. But big mouth and big eye for something where big pass them where they no go get one chicken to take do na them. Na them be that. Ah
going to stay
God.
there for about
Money
3 months and
wasters.
later go to Abuja. That's his plan. That they were working on something. The guy he was, he said they were working on something, on one program that could likely bring him money. I had faith that whatever it is they were working on will likely bring him money.
Good
So I said,
evening.
okay. Oh.
I'm doing
So when
fine,
I
my
came back, when
darling.
we
Say
came back,
hello.
I had a
I'm doing
conversation with
great.
her. I could remember vividly
Was
then.
a every
That was
day
the
for
first
me,
time she
but
pleaded
I'm
with me. She
fine.
said, look, prior to when I came back, that daddy has left the house severally in a very lengthy period of time since he stopped getting jobs, since things stopped working out for him. That that and most of the time that he's not around, most of the time he's outside. When she contact the people he's with, she's not able to reach out to him. And now that I've rented a house and it's a 5 bedroom duplex in in like very close,
Exactly.
not very far, because when I was looking for that house, I was with them. So when I went, I was living with them when I went to look for the house. I didn't look for somewhere that is very far. I looked for a place that is very okay. For it was actually myself and her that went to look for the place. You understand? So we got a place that was very close. So she was pleading with me that can daddy come and stay with me for a while? That if you, even if it's the TikTok thing that we are doing that is bringing money, let's be doing it. At least she's seeing small money to settle certain bills. That if it's that one that is working out, let's do it. At least she'll be able to reach out to him if he's in my place. Other than him being in certain places that she's not able to reach out with him, sometimes she cannot communicate with him. And whenever they communicate, he always end up in a fight. That at least to some certain extent he listens to me and all that. And I told her that for me, my mother is in the same house, my son is in the same house, my younger brother is in the same house, and my husband, my ex-husband, is actually in the same house at that time. That for daddy to come and stay with us in that house is going to be like a very big family. And I told her that I can only allow that in one condition: if his son, his second son, that was also with us in Lagos there, can come and move in with him, so that it will be a situation of a son taking care of a father in my house. It wouldn't completely be my responsibility. So later had a conversation about it, myself, the second son, and her, and then we agreed. We said, okay, daddy will come and stay with me. Oh, after she pleaded with me, and if any of these things I'm saying, if you guys feel is lies, I'm gonna put evidences out here. So daddy finally moved in with me. When daddy moved in initially, she used to come to the house. In fact, not initially, she was coming to the house at all time. She will come. When she comes, when she wants to go, she will take food stuff and all that things and take back to the house. I never complain. I never complain. I was treating her like my mom. Even my mom would sometimes say, I'm treating this woman more than I'm treating her. Her friend would attest to it. Her friends always say that I have so much respect for her. The kind of respect I have for her, they've never seen anybody that respected her like that. You know, I used to call her mommy. I don't even call her by her name. Most people my age call her by her name. What they used to call her is Stella. I call her mommy. And she introduced me to all her friends, telling her friend that I'm a daughter to her. It's one of her
Because
friend that has salon very close to my
when they are benefiting from you, hey, Jesus, this girl don't know me tell. Oh my God. When they are benefiting from you, that is what they do. They will be all over you. They will be doing you. When they are, those people. Hey! Salobo amela o Jesu no gi.
house. She told her friend that I'm a daughter. In fact, when this whole issue happened, the friend called me and she said she's surprised that this same person that was telling me that you've done this for her, you've done what happened? How did things went this bad? How did things escalate like this? What really happened? You know, when I said I was closer to her than I was with daddy, most time when she wants to do something, she'll come and
Hello,
meet me
my
and tell me
darling
to tell daddy.
Sonia.
Like when she
Oh,
started talking about
etiti
daddy selling
webo.
property, she
Obe
went to meet daddy severally and told him about selling property. Daddy quite
oh.
didn't sit well with it. She had to come to me and say, please help me talk to him. He listens to you. Talk to him in a way you understand. Because if I'm talking to him, he will think, oh, I'm doing this because I want to use the money for my selfish reason. Let him see reasons that he needs to sell this property so that they can take care of the kids and everything. And I went to daddy. I quite cried for him. I said, please look at the situation the family is right now. The reason people own properties so that when things are bad for them, they can be able to sell the property.
Hey! Ibu wife. Woman wey no fit help you to achieve anything. Na im go stand gidigba dey say sell am. This type of women, I reject una from my son in the mighty name of Jesus. A woman that cannot help you to achieve anything, but they will be there to help you sell everything, to shop it with their mouth. Hey! They go turn man wey fit get house to ten ants with their mouth. God!
Settle some of their issues, At one point, okay, fast forward to when daddy started living in the house, she was coming, she will come and go and all that. Fast forward to when she now said he should sell the property, one plot of land. Now this is when the matter became
Yes,
tricky.
be.
So when daddy moved
Right.
in not so long,
Overtaking
she
property
started
na
pleading
you
that daddy should
ebe
sell
sani
a plot of land.
igwamje.
I still have some of the communication on WhatsApp and everything, when she was even sending me screenshot of a copy of where the land is and everything. And that land, somebody was in charge of the land, you know. So daddy sold that land, you know. When daddy sold that land, they both agree on a certain amount of money. I think that land was sold for about 3 million naira. She said she
Hey,
wanted daddy to give her 1.5 million naira or 2 million naira. Daddy said what he
hey,
was able to give her
what
around that
kind
period was
wife be
seven hundred
this one?
thousand. So she kept insisting that out of the 3 million naira he
Hebrew, who you offend? Because now when man offend the gods, now the gods they say now bad wife. Because when man get bad wife, he is finished. He's finished for life. You will labor in vain. Bad wife, e go be like snake wey dey Jesus. Hey,
should. Okay, the money that even came was not up to 303 million naira, because the person that sold the land took his own percentage of about 200 million, 200,000
Ije,
naira. So the money that came was about 2 point something million.
oh Ije, e dey life oh. Ije, my real life e be dia. Ọ̀wárẹ́ sika yẹn wà wọ́n yẹn wà wọ́n. Ẹsẹ̀ náà wà. Kọjí. Happy birthday once again. No problem. Once again. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. No problem. Ẹsẹ̀ náà wà jẹ́. You welcome. Ije. Eh? Bye. Love you too. Bye. Ibu wife. Na bad wife oh. Hey.
Give her about 2 million plus. I know why I'm talking in details, because I want you guys to really understand certain things, you
Yeah.
know. So when daddy now finally accepted to give her 700, and she called me again. They, Jasmine, please talk to him now. Talk to him. And I don't know how she calls him, how she address him is this man. That is what she, if you check all our chat, is this man, this man. In our message, in our conversation, mostly how she address him is talk to this man now, and talk to this man. At least let him do. Let's use this money for something useful and all of that, you know. So daddy now said, okay, he was going to give 700,000. At some point, I was like, okay, daddy, let's be reasonable at least. Let's at least clear the children's school fees, add it to whatever that is coming up from TikTok, clear the children's school fees and all that. So I can't remember per se how much daddy said sent that period, but I'm sure
Just
it
dey sit
was
down for one
either
place for
1
joy.
million or 1 million plus.
That woman
After
head
daddy
no
now sent
correct.
that money to her, the next day she started calling that she wanted 12,000. After that, he had sent over 1 million naira or 1 million naira to her, that she wanted 12,000. She called him that he was lambasting her on the phone, that she wanted me to go and talk to him again. And I said, Mommy, this one, I will not involve myself. The house is not far. You can either take, she has that, of course, she has a car then. I said, you can either take a car and come to the house and convince him yourself to send you the
Okay,
12,000,
mama.
because
Check my
I know
WhatsApp.
what it was for me to even talk about sending, making that 700,000, 1 million naira. Now for me to go back and ask him for 12,000 just a a day later, that I cannot do it. So she got pissed. She started calling me. At some point, I said, okay, let me go and talk to daddy. I went to talk to daddy. Daddy said, that even this money he's keeping, he's not going to spend it. There's also keeping it for food and everything if they need anything. Because while he was in my house, he's feeding his hospitals, because after he came from hospital, of course, we're still buying hospital to regulate his heart and everything. So the medications he was taking for his heart from the hospital actually, what's the name of this hospital? Living Heart Hospital is there. Go and make inquiries. I was always going to that hospital, Living Heart Hospital, to make sure that he was okay. I was always buying his drugs every 2 weeks. You can go there and make inquiries. The receipts are there in that hospital. While he was in my house, all the medicine they wrote for him to be taken from that previous hospital, I make sure he never missed any of his drug for one day. So he said, the money that was remaining, that he was actually going to give it to her, but at least she should give it some time. That he just gave her 1 million. That's their issue. So she started calling me. I told her that, I've tried to talk to daddy about sending you extra 12,000. The same thing he told you, the same thing he told me, that he's unwilling. She called the son. The son tried to talk to daddy, and daddy was still unwilling to send her 12,000 naira. That
Good
how can he send
evening,
1 million
Ileke
today?
Lioness.
Just yesterday, that she's asking for 12,000
Why
naira.
Jamie?
The next thing,
God forbid
there's
you
this
go
other
down.
girl. I don't want to give her cheap publicity.
Ẹlẹgbẹ́ mi
There's this
go,
other
a
girl
lè
that,
lẹ́yìn mi yànnà mi.
in fact, I don't even,
God
let me not
forbid.
just give her any
Ìbí
publicity
má
at all.
wẹ̀ kó
There's this other
dán.
girl, she went on daddy's Instagram. She started insulting me on daddy's Instagram, threatening my life and saying all sorts of things. And this was the same girl daddy's wife was warning me about, telling me, oh, this girl, this is what she has done in the past and all of that. She has had, in fact, she said a lot of things that the girl has done with that in the past, that I should be careful and all of that. And that period of time, that girl was coming to my house. She would come to my house, she would eat. Even while I was doing TikTok live with me, she would join me and do the TikTok live and all of that. You know, so this said girl, I don't know what she went to discuss with daddy's wife, and whatever they discussed, she came on. The next thing, she was threatening my life on Instagram, telling me that I know, thank God I know who she is, blah blah blah, that I should watch my back and stuff. I took the screenshot of the chat. I said, daddy, this is what this girl is writing on Instagram, or what is going on. The last I remember was your wife asking me for 12,000 from the money, asking me to convince you, because I was not the one sending the money. I was never in charge of daddy's account. I was never in any way in charge of his account. His money was his money. It was never my money. Rather, I was the one sponsoring most of the things that were the expenses. Mostly from the money I make from TikTok, from the money I make from my TikTok, from his TikTok, and also from the money I saved for my business in Cyprus. So while this was going on, the wife now started calling me. She was quite pissed, like, that I didn't do what she asked me to do, and blah 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 blah. The next thing I saw was she was crying on social media that, my husband is somewhere, whether she said they kidnapped him or my husband is somewhere with his girlfriend, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, what? I don't know where my husband is. I haven't seen my husband for months. I've not heard from my husband.
Kill me. I ran away from him. He came from his girlfriend's house to come and beat me. To come and kill me. He removed his wristwatch to come and beat me. And I run, I push him out and run away. Look at where I am. Everywhere I don't crack. Everywhere water. Inside house water. Everywhere. Look at this
Hey, I got
driving. Everything. Nothing. My children know they eat.
ẹgbẹ́
Everywhere
o.
scatter. No school fees. And you're telling me to do what? Oh God. Oh, not today. Their car.
I'm like, what? Is it not this man that came to my house barely 3 days ago? That packed.
My God, una see ya. E just dey do like say im dey cry, na lie o. These people dey spoil internet this thing sha. Kai! Ibu and the family matter oh we are seke. Oh hold on. Very useless woman. Stella. Kai! Hey! Money.
Stuff from my house, that my husband is with his side chick. At what point exactly did you know that I'm your husband's side chick? Because you were in my house just barely 3 days ago. So at what point did you know? Did you find out that I was his side chick? Because let me throw this question now. Is there any wife, any Nigerian wife here, that you know that somebody is your husband's side chick, but you'll be comfortable coming to their house, eating their food, rolling with them, calling them daughter? That means you actually do not love.
Abeg, this one wey you ask, e no dey happen. E dey happen for obewe wife. Ija, lazy ass wife, e dey happen. You no see e say give me 12,000. It is everything dey come for your house. You no come give am. Na im wahala come. Jasmine dey ask her whether dem dey see married woman wey go know say your husband dey friend somebody, e go leave am. Yes, Jasmine, e common. Where e dey for everywhere. Yes, so especially this type of lazy obewe one. Joe, give them money, the dash was man. After all, Ibu saying they do another man. Me, I know say Mr. Ibu why hand no clear. If you look at face, you go know say I no tears at all. Jasmine usually try for them. He over try. Not be good, can't buy us. May your good not buy you, Jasmine. This good way you do for them, you just be like angel. But as usual now, ungrateful elements, lazy asswipe, they are always like that. Run for any lazy human being. Any human being where you know say he's supposed to fit do this thing and he's not doing it for one reason or the other. Run because you're good. Okay, when you help such person. Only help person when you really see say they have no choice. But the one that have choice, I'm telling you, she will not do because I not fit drive Peugeot 307 station wagon take go do cleaning, but you fit borrow 20 euro. Irikpon gbẹ friendship in your now. Every betting like that, boy. I can't risk it. If I hear am, I run for you. Say you get paper. My sister, you know go do cleaning, you well no, you know do, but if you get 20 euro, give me you the craze. You think a person they foolish 2 times. Must say money, I go wrong. You not fit do cleaning job, but you can borrow 20 euro. Then when you reach social media, you rub your man, come pump your breast. They do comfortable as well. We wait they owe 20 euro. Nonsense. Hey, Jasmine, next time run from there. Body Mr. Ibu, all of them are ungratefulness. Ungrateful human being. Mr. Ibu get grown-up children when I move. Who go leke dion?
Your husband in the first place now. If you are comfortable with running all these kind of activities with the so-called side chick,
God
and I have a
forbid
lot of
that can
videos of
never
me
be
and her.
sweet. Next
I have a
time
lot of
in life.
videos of me and her in hotel. I have a lot of videos of me and her
Don't have
going,
money, but you
even on my
cannot work,
birthday,
but
we
you want me
celebrated
to
my birthday
borrow you.
in
You are
so many
mad.
places, shopping together, doing things together. We were that close. So all of a sudden, we're talking about sending 12,000 and not sending 12,000. All of a sudden, she was the first person in my life that has ever defamed me, defamed my person, or defamed my character, or called me out. Before then,
Now
nobody has
so they
ever called me
big.
out. Nobody has ever said.
They no go take by themselves. Well, when you go they work, they spend for yourself. They go they give you name will not be your own. My people learn it to how to know them. That friend will be some opportunity there to take work. Opportunity there for her to sew a coat according to her size. If he carry osusu money now, he don't bele and finish take do yet and so you go talk he no go hear. If he come back one come borrow you money, no borrow one. Why? Where he boss the money katana? Okay, and go. Woman believe in me, who can regret it, what your boy. Now so that they know them. Good friend. If you even see where you they go every morning, go say we are joining every me. Allow ya Joe. The 20 euro no even me. Good friend. You see the one where go say he win that 20 euro where wajo. I beg go. I'll just carry my motor. No, I no fit to. But in the evening, go say, borrow me 20 euro. I not just know say my children don't get bread for us. You see, you see the story. Person where in the morning e too big to work 20 euro, but in the evening he want come borrow 20 euro. No give am. Just know say yan na fina dey. Area ya yan. Mo married anyway. It's 10 years, more than 15 years ago now. No be say this time that kind thing go happen. I go block your phone. I just know say you me va bona. We dey. Bado ya me go. Come on, get up. Gabo mi ba boy and my good work here about what TV social media. I want me a bulu bulu. Sit there. Sit there. Run oh! Run! When their sister for outside and you see their nyak for inside say, run oh! Because by the time they even discover say you don't stay there for long, you want run. They go they fear say, oh, may not come open wetin he know about you. You know about them. When they make them they fell start to they lie on you when you never even talk, they go they lie on you. Now fear of the unknown. They don't know. You go talk, you don't go talk. You go narrate wetin you know. Because now you know them. They go big for outside, but for inside you know every. When they say every, you know every. Run. Don't keep such people again. Run.
Anything ill about me. I've never had any fracas with anybody.
Mm.
So I took the conversation, the threat messages on Instagram from the said girl, and I went to Aja police station to make a report. When I went to Aja police station, they saw all the screenshot and they say, "Oh, this is cyberbullying and threat of life." So they invited the girl to come to the station and make a report, and so that she can give her own account as to why she was threatening my life.
Borrow people.
They came, the police
Borrow
people
little
went
spirit.
to, at
But
the
for
time when they
outside,
wanted to
the
invite,
gala. Yeah,
arrest her,
run, no.
she was in daddy's house, that's Mr.
Run.
Abel's house. That's where she was. She was at that house with the wife.
Run.
They were sitting and discussing. So when they came, they said, okay, they wanted to arrest so
The
person.
fear of the
Nobody even
unknown.
invited
They
her,
will
being the
start to be
wife, to the
lounge
police
you
station. No.
because
They
they
told the
don't
girl,
know
this
their
is the reason why
information where you
we're
not
coming
bring
here
come
to
out
arrest
because
you and
they
all of that.
know that you
And she
know.
stood up. She said, if they are taking the
You
girl
know
anywhere, she will
many.
go. That she will go anywhere they're taking the girl, that she's going to go alongside with the girl. The police people now said, okay, your mother, welcome. So when they went to the station and all of us were there, they were narrating everything. Daddy said, Daddy narrate the then DPO, if the then DPO can attest to most of these things that I'm about to say now. He was there that he told them, he said, okay, this is a person that I have been with for the past almost a year. That he told them about the issue he was having, the issue he was having with his wife, the issue he has been having, and why he left the house and all of that. And that I haven't wronged him in any way. In fact, that he's surprised that
Thank
his
you
wife
for
is
the
dragging him. He
stars.
told them how I've been
Growth.
of help to the family, how even the wife came to the
Blessing.
house barely a few
God
days ago
bless you,
to
ma.
take food and all of that.
Thank you.
So
Thank
later,
you.
the said girl came and was begging me when she saw that I wanted to charge the case to court and all of that. She was begging, they were pleading. She even said she wanted to do a video. She said she wanted to do a video in Aja police station and apologize to me. The next thing, she was supplying some informations to Lover. She will say this in a police station. She'll go to Lover and supply another information. She will tell Lover, oh, the family have set her. And this is the same girl that came to meet me that her Instagram account is not growing. That she wanted
Hmm.
me to help her and grow her account. That she has been with daddy for a very long time. A lot of people knows her with daddy. She has been with daddy for a very long
Hmm.
time. That our social media platforms are not growing. That she doesn't know how I do it. That me, within a very short time, I just blow. A lot of people know me on social media and stuff.
Hey.
And I told her that
Hey.
excuse me, I was just doing my thing from
So,
my own
yeah.
heart, from my goodwill. I was just doing
Hey.
my thing. I wasn't
What
expecting
was
much.
the
It wasn't like
name?
there was a pattern I was following. I wasn't following any pattern.
I said,
And it's
damn.
not like I studied
Hey.
this in school. I was just doing my thing from the depth of my heart, from the
Hmm.
genuineness of my heart, and things
Hmm.
were coming along. I told her, okay, I was going to help you, find a way you're going to grow your page. I'll give you some tips. And I was actually giving her some tips on how to build her page.
You're lazy.
So as far as I know,
No,
this was a pure case of envy and jealousy.
why?
A case of envy and jealousy from that point
Why?
where they
Now
dragged
you
me on
know.
social media from the first
Eh?
time. Then they claimed that they
Kokoroko with the
apologized.
say,
Later, she
kokese.
went on Just Lover. She sent a whole
That is
different,
a daughter. You know that
different things were
social
happening in the police
media.
station. Different things were being carried on Just Lover. She would say, Mr. Ebo has gone back to the family. Him and the wife has reconfirmed. And the Jasmine girl has it. What happened? That same day, after Gist Lover dragged me, after I was dragged on social media, after the wife paraded me on social media as a terrible person, after the whole reconciliation, where did the man sleep? Where did Mr. Ibu sleep? He still came back to sleep in my house. He still came back to sleep in my house. After the whole thing, the wife came back or came out on social media and say, I have accepted Jasmine as my adopted daughter. I have not accepted that. You were the one that started telling people that I was your daughter. You were the one that started parading me as your daughter. You were telling all of your friends that I'm your daughter, that I've been like a daughter to you, that I've been of help to you. You were the one parading me like that. Then you came and say you've accepted me as your daughter, you've accepted me as a social media manager and whatnot. You know, I didn't quite say anything. After much, we did that interview at Daddy Freeze place because that first time I had all the proofs, thank God. Both the money I was sending to her, I showed everything on Daddy Freeze Live. Both the land they just sold, the land they sold, everything. Whatever happened that period was just a case of jealousy. I don't know where that jealousy emitted from because you cannot jealous somebody that you are benefiting from.
Exactly. That
You
is the
cannot envy someone
the
that you're
lazy
benefiting from. You
spirit.
know that you are benefiting directly from this person.
Mhm.
If I'm a terrible person as the whole world is painting me to
Arrozuo.
be, will I open a TikTok account for that woman
Oh.
and grow the account? Will I in any way contribute to her paying her children's school
Mm.
fees? Will I be
Mm.
spending my time? Let me not call it a waste of time. Going
Truly speaking, that is the foolishness of these people. Because no man, you are not supposed to jealous who you are benefiting from. You are supposed to even be part of prayer warrior for that person. But when you pray for yourself, you pray for that. In short, you pray for that person first, self, for God to know how serious and important it is to your life. You will even be thanking God. Say, God, thank you for Jasmine that you brought to come and help us and save us at this time. I don't know why you guys don't have this type of mind. If na me now, fair they pray. You know, see my lovers. Ijo, Ijo. I don't need to know their problem before I kabash for any problem where they this war make it not need them. How can you be jealous of somebody you are benefiting from? In so many ways. Someone that have good heart for you, paying your children's school fees. Jesus. Now, why for now? Cross head, lazy women. That's what they be. They will be jealousing someone that is their only source, that is blessing them with wholeheartedly. You will show them way that they have never known in their life. You will show them connection that they don't know exist. They go all passport, they don't know what he carry. They don't know nothing. Somebody did this social media, your passport. If not be me, share where they sit down. So, and you no get your passport too. See the UK where we come now. Your passport, ya go yes was me. Don't jealous who they help you. Kai! Now wow. Money where they donate for na go finish just now. Why would they be at this social media na need take over me? Because now the money make una they do all this ungratefulness to this girl. This girl goes continue her hustle. One, I'm a gbe. Ibru wo kan.
life with daddy, generating money and still remitting that money to her and daddy. I don't even want
God
to
forbid.
I don't even want to go back and look at the sacrifices I've made for this family. A lot of people
Kai
are saying this girl is using Mr. Ibu. She's using, how am
is
I
too
using Mr.
much.
Ibu? How am I
It's
using
too
daddy?
much
I want to know. How can you be using someone that is benefiting directly from you?
for you.
A lot of people are saying he's a sugar daddy. Look at me very well. At my age, if I want
You
to go and have
following
a sugar
Ejioma.
daddy, I will look for one that is doing very well,
Well,
financially okay, that can actually provide for me, not somebody that directly is benefiting from me.
don't, my dear, don't blame us. It's because the world is corrupt and not many people are not a good helper. They can't help without benefiting. So they are very, very easy to judge like that. You understand? That's what I see there. Many people don't give without no expecting something. So they feel like, why are you helping them if you are not gaining fioko? But me, I've always been saying it like, as beautiful as you are, how can Hebrew, Mr. Hebrew, lie down on top of you? You follow this woman, make you God forbid. Or make you so now and get tara. God forbid.
I'm not saying this to bring anybody down. I'm saying
Eh.
this just exactly the way it is.
Exactly. Me myself, they
This is someone that
wonder.
when I came back,
Wọ́n á
Danny
sọ
could not boast
kékeré
of
ní àbí wọ́n á
5,000
ná
naira of
ìwé.
his own.
Ẹrú wẹ̀dẹ̀ à. Ah, sábà mi
And the
là
people
ọ́.
who directly around him, they know
Yóò gá
that.
tiẹ̀ éké balabu. Àwa yá.
Sorry to say, AGM president is fully aware of what I'm saying
Monica
right now
Tree,
because
how are you? I've missed my mommy so much. Mommy Monica, passport no dey give money o. If the person no stand up and work, e get America and Canada passport, e no go do nothing. You go help dey finish when dem hold passport that they no even know way, they no know connection, they no know sense, they no know nothing. Shebi see us for UK now. See us, one passport dey this side, look at us. The sky is not even our limit. No, he opened door for us to go and see àwọn passport, passport, passport. Iye ọmọ ọdún as me reach 1 hour more close because I'll go school tomorrow. I get math class join tomorrow, so I don't want to be doing because it's not easy to be doing math class. When you go see some calculation, you are going to do one. I be don't forget how to calculate in percentage. Anytime I want to do percentage of something, I'll go and give that they could. Now is back to my life. I'm very happy that I can take by myself do percentage right now, and I know 20% of 100 of any number. Ew, did Regina? Hey Jimmy, what is that? My lady, passport doesn't bring money to anybody bank account. You have to work hard. Okay. Okay.
There's so many times when daddy will call him, being the AGA president, and asking
Your
for
head
money.
carry all
The AGA
year.
president
Thank
will
you,
send
ma. God
5,000,
bless you.
50,000, 20,000, so many
Mama
times.
Catherine, how are
He
you?
knows. They all know. Most of them in the industry knew that around the period I came back, daddy was not doing fine. They know. They know the story. They cannot see. They don't know the story.
Did
They
Regina
know.
no marry
He
her
was at his
husband?
lowest when I
She
came
marry her
back. So I want
husband.
to make sugar daddy of all the people in Nigeria.
You
I
see,
don't go to people that will help my life, people that will help me be a better person somehow, people that will provide for.
my lady, you say Regina no marry her husband. For yeah, me no dey tell una say if you must marry an old man, marry the one with money. Why will you go and marry monkey wey no get money? Wey go carry you come UK 5 years long. You go dey stay for share wey dey for fuck you. Share wey your children don peace put. Nothing different, nothing change. You go dey manage, come dey preach, car is a liability and necessity. I tell you, when you want to marry the man, marry the one wey get money, not be poor old man.
Me financially. I'm doing sugar daddy with someone that was
Eh,
benefiting directly from me financially.
because you are crazy. Who does that? Sugar daddy give.
So,
No,
but
you give
fast forward to
sugar
all
daddy.
this thing that happened, I was dragged on social media. By the grace of God, I had the opportunity to come and clear myself on that influence life and everything. After everything happened, people were warning me, stay away from this woman. Someone that can go this far to bring you down. This person does not want your progress. Stay away from her. Me, if anybody that knows me, know me, Jasmine, I'm not someone that carry things to heart. Anybody that know, ask anybody that has ever had direct
I feel
contact
for
with
her,
me.
mama.
I
Good
can boldly
evening,
say
mommy Princess.
financially, daddy might not have helped me financially, but from doing what I was doing from the depth of my
Please, many of us here, we are the type that don't carry something in the heart, but run. Since I start using that method, I will not carry you in my heart, but I run. I run. Because I dey simple, Monica dey quick forgive you, can't say if you do me something, you will. Now lie, we know they work again. Oh, yeah, don't change. Please, if you are here, you are like me. You know sabi carry person for mind. Abi, forgive and run. If you no sabi carry something for mind, person dey do you rubbish, then they tell you say this person not good, e no good, and you still dey there balagada, you go regret, you go talk tire. People go come dey speak for your matter. Please, oh, new method. Yeah, me, don't tell where I dey use am o. Una on dey quick notice when I dey do some kind things. Oh, I can never carry somebody in the mind. It's true. I no fear. I no get that power. I no get power of. I no fit quarrel the whole year. No, but you can never near me. I can never come near you. You can never catch me. Yeah, every day they'll say, Monica, oh, be careful, eh? Yeah, you do well. And they come here, I come write am, Monica, be careful before you know. I no get sense, be. This I no get sense. You do well. Sense not be by you can't come out. I get sense. That one no get sense. That one zwo, only me, only when what one and when you're just surprised and you be the most mugu. Everybody knows say you be mugu. Everybody will they look you since you be mugu negi agogo. You not go know say now you be mugu. Say who you say be mugu. People even know say get sense past you. Where what talo me will make sense.
heart, just from trying to support him from the depth of my heart.
Yes, all spend without money, no good. They cause it dey cause lolekia sickness. You go dey make golo 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 whole Spain without money. God forbid. Go and look at Regina. Whole Spain with money. You go dey fresh all your body, anything wey you want. If you comot from Porsche, you enter Range, you enter this, you enter Lamborghini, you enter Homage, you go dey fly easy jet. Nyash wey you no get, you go do. Breast wey you na people wey wan do nyash to take do ashawo work. Na dem dey announce am. Big men wife wey dey do nyash, dem no dey announce am. Na one time you dey say this nyash, dem no dey announce am. Because no be say dem wan do am for you make dem take collect your money. Na dem blessing wey be yashi. Na im dey do nyash, the whole world e go turn to topic. Go look Regina nyash make you look whether na so e be the time wey e enter that house. E do am, e no talk. E no need to talk. Because no be say e go do am make e come take do con ten t or make e come take cash any man. Money dey wey e dey wilo am fún. Wa kwene diwan lórí ẹ̀yàn we kọ́bẹ̀rọ̀. Ugbọ́ ye diwan ni o. Sugar daddy without money. But yeah, I sugar tea, sugar daddy. Why your own is suffer daddy? Suffer daddy. Where they push sugar, you want to go and where they push ga, you are putting fa. Are you okay? Where they put ga, because it start with SU. So, shu. Go and put ga. Don't put suffer. Ẹ̀mọ̀ náà tí ẹ̀ sugar daddy is because tọ́rì ènìyàn wọn. Ìgbà wà bẹ̀ mọ̀ èdìyàn wọn. Agbọ́n wà bẹ̀ alọ́gọ̀ wẹ̀. Ó agọ́lì gòkè agbọ́n alọ́gọ̀ wẹ̀. Agáwẹ̀ tó súwọ́pù. Who set it change? God forbid wetin change a party ni ìwà wẹ̀ lò. Suffer daddy o. Lọ́lẹ́kẹ́ àwọn na suffer daddy. Sugar daddy na dem dey talk about, no be suffer daddy.
People came to love me through his platform. I was also able to build my platform. I was able to build a fan base from the fan base of people that love him. If I wasn't doing, I did not just sit back and started having followers. No. I was not just sleeping and started having followers. I wasn't even looking for that fame at the time it came. I was just doing my thing, being that person that was trying to resurface him back to the internet. It was a mutual thing. When I came back, nobody was talking about daddy now. Nobody was talking about Mr. Ibu on social media. Nobody.
No, nobody.
He has built his name legendary. Yes, I acknowledge that. But at that time, he was not that hot. Okay, people were not looking out for him. It was when I came back, I brought him back to the limelight. I recovered everything that was lost. Brother Shaggy reached out to him. Brother Shaggy actually reached out to me directly. I was the one that made that skit happen, and that money was paid to his wife.
Oh.
That money was paid to his wife. I cannot count how many people that did skits with daddy, and the money was sent to his wife directly. Daddy will not even take 1 naira from the money. He will send it to his wife.
Hey! Lole kia konye Igbo man, na so Igbo men take care of their lazy wife. Their lazy wife go there, go the salekia of different one. The man go the work, go the money to my wife, money. Hebrew is a real Igbo man. That is what Igbo men do. That's why they surprise us. What kind of Igbo man Lolekia go marry? Igbo man where go they work, he go the same money to you. All his money go the send am to you. Now you go the decide. Me a Igbo man. Ijime. Igbo man the rich as he why don't buy tear up by you anything. Igbo man go say, you don't still go buy my wife. Which fridge can still be this? Now so Igbo men they do. Their wife go dey me Igbo suffer daddy. Okay, Lolekia. Ijeme no give. So when you azo we give. God bless you, man. Good evening. Igbo now. I greet you, my lady. Wetin Hebrew they do? So now so Igbo men they do. Now so Igbo men they do. They go they work out for those state. All their money to their wife wey go just dey born for that. So only God know they give the belly. I never see this type of Lolekia. Igbo man where they go buy land this for Nigeria. I never seen him before.
It was in a bid to bring daddy back to the limelight that God showed me favor. It was in a bid to bring him back to the limelight that God showed me mercy. And people started to love me. But some people did not sit well with it. Some people did not like the fact that I was growing fast. They were talking about it. Even Look at the voice audio that they posted. They say I was having an affair with daddy. The woman on the voice audio, what was she talking about? And Jasmine, who is Jasmine? That Jasmine is claiming she's your daughter. She just got fame overnight. She's making no money overnight. Look at their pain. Daddy, daddy, after your wife begged me that I should stay at my place, now I'm hearing some kind of news that my ear cannot even carry. That I'm having an affair with you and I'm having an affair with Biggie.
People of the world, how can it be possible? How can it be possible? Whoever brought this topic forward will take punishment.
That you've had an affair with me, that was your girlfriend before you now adopted me as your daughter. I'm like, what kind of talk is this?
People that say it, I think they'll continue with gossip. And when the time of results, for those people that gossips, they will still receive their own results.
When did that kind of thing happen? Ever? When did that kind of thing happen?
It's not possible. It's not possible.
Look at their disturbance. Look at what is giving them sleepless nights. The fact that that fan base, if it was up to them to take it down, they would have taken it down a very long time ago. But let me not deviate from the issue. Let me go back to the issue. So, as I was saying, AGM president knew what was happening. Most of the time Daddy was having issues with the wife, he will call AGM president and talk to him. Immediately he's calling AGM president, the wife will call AGM president, I will call AGM president. The AGM president was always in the midst of call. At some point, he stopped taking the wife's call. She knows. At some point, he stopped taking her calls. She will come and tell me that AGM president is no longer picking my call. I think it's tired of our family problem. These are the ones that happened while I was around, not while I was away. The one that happened in my presence. I know how many times AJ president will send money to her, send money to daddy. I know so many people in the industry that were sending money to the wife. The wife was calling a lot of people, telling them that daddy is bad, he's a deadbeat father, he was not taking care of his children. But the time that daddy was making money, he was he was reaping the fruit of his labor. He was there for his children, he was taking care of them. But because things fell apart, she was destroying his name to every single person that mattered. I don't want to start calling names of people right now because they know themselves. She'll call everybody, she'll tell them that daddy is evil, daddy is this, daddy is this. They will send her money. A lot of people stop talking to daddy. Daddy stopped getting a lot of job because the wife has called people and destroyed his character. That is why daddy stopped. A lot of Nollywood people stopped mingling with him. They were sending her money. I know a lot of people in the industry that have called me. I said, do you know how much I've sent this woman? Do you know some of them will send me screenshot? This is how much I've sent this woman within a certain period of time. How many times has she come back and say, this person has supported me? She has never told me. But it was these people telling me, this is what I've done for this woman. In fact, the family was sustained by people, by friends, by good friends, by close associates for a very long period of time. I want to say something. If her problem is the fact that, as she said, I am the problem. I'm saying this for people that will come and ask, leave this home alone, leave this family alone. I was on my own. They involved me. I was on my own way. They involved me. I was on my own way. She asked daddy to come and stay in my house. But those of you saying, leave this family alone, leave this family alone. How am I holding the family? If our problem was about, say, let's say she's saying that daddy is cheating and daddy is cheating with me. When daddy had children outside the marriage, why didn't she come and tell the entire Nigeria that, hey, daddy had twins outside the marriage, he had other children outside the marriage? Why didn't she come and tell Nigerians that daddy had children outside the marriage? Why didn't she come and cry? Because then there was money and she was living very okay. Daddy could do anything and get away with it and she will not complain. But when there was no money and I was there supporting, you were the one that clearly brought me into the picture. You were closer to me than daddy was. Why haven't you come and told Nigeria that you are more closer to me than your husband is? So if you're accusing me of having an affair with your husband, you can as well accuse me of having an affair with you. That's what it is. That is exactly what it is. So let me go back to the station, issue at the station. So they apologized. They came back. They said the said girl said they are sorry and everything. They were putting on different information on Just Love. I didn't have to say anything because people around that no. In fact, it was excuse me. My landlady was a witness, and some other people were witness. They came there. Some of her good neighbors. They came there, and one of our friends, they were there. They saw how the whole
Mommy,
settlement
don't
things
say when
happened.
I
She
tell
came
you,
on
say I
Daddy
love
Free's life,
you.
and all of those
No, they
things happened. And I
answer
went
me.
on my
Oh,
own. Daddy
Ahmed
came
bought
back to
talk
the
show. I
house.
love you
She was
too.
visiting Daddy for
I
some
love
time.
you, my
Sometimes she
lady.
wouldn't come, you know.
How are
And ever
you?
since then, Daddy has been in my house with his son.
This
His
girl
son
is
was the one taking care
family.
of him in my house till
Family alone steady.
now. Let's go back to the main issue that is at hand
You
now.
say you don't wear now.
Let's go to the main issue that is
Don't
at hand now.
go
At
period.
some point, Daddy was with
No,
me.
our good no
After
go
they
buy
sold that
or lie
land, she started
lie
recently
for
around
lie
July.
lie to lie
I'll put
lie.
everything I'm talking right now,
They're
I'll
not
put on
bad.
the screen. And I'll be playing a lot of voice note. And for those of you that come and ask me, why were you recording? I started recording when her friend, a very close friend, told me that this is what the wife, that is wife said. Person I call my own mother, person I call mommy said, if you are dealing with the devil, use a long spoon. In that phrase, she was referring to me. It's someone that will come and talk to me, tell me her challenges, and I will go beyond my own means to make sure she's okay. I said, okay, these people have dragged me out on social media the first time.
Hmm.
They've said all sorts of things that took me unawares the second time. From now on, as long as that is living in my house, whatever I'm doing, I'm going to be keeping details of calls, details of what is eating, details of everything,
Hmm.
even the TikTok and everything that is happening. I thank God I kept details of everything. Otherwise, right now I would have been doing a lot of explanations without no evidence. I would have been explaining without no evidence. As
Hmm.
I'm speaking, the evidence will be running on the screen. After the whole saga on
Hmm.
Gist Lover, that the freeze page and everything, Daddy came back to my house that same day. The day that Gist Lover posted that Mr. Ebo has finally reconciled with
2
his wife,
minutes.
is with the children, and blah 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 blah. After everything, after the dragging on social media, she still left him to come and stay in my house. He was there, she was frequenting the house for some time, you know, everything was going on well. Then Daddy was still battling with his health. Daddy has had this health issue for over 4 years. He had a major health challenge for over 4 years that now he's, if sometimes he feels like he's getting better, sometimes it feels like he's deteriorating. But at every point, as long as he was at my place, I was making sure he was getting all his medicines, and I have receipts for all of them. So
Abi
recently
Shadi.
around July, she said she wanted to sell the house that they were living. She wanted daddy to
Kasienta.
sell. She proposed that she wanted daddy to sell the house that they were living, and she wanted me to convince daddy. The house they were living,
Good
the
evening,
the
mommy.
the house paper
Fabulous.
was not actually with daddy. The house paper was actually with the person that sold the house. And I think daddy deliberately did that because almost all his property, he kept them, the document with the people he bought them from, most of it is not with him. So she was like, and talk to daddy so that he will call that guy, the guy that he sold the house from, to sell the paper,
Hmm.
to send the paper of the house so that they can be able to sell the house. And they
Hmm.
started talking. So at the point when she was talking to daddy to sell that house, she said she was done with the marriage. That she wanted to go her way, that she's still young, she can still remarry, she can still take care of her children, that daddy should just settle her. I said,
Hey!
okay. She said she has already spoken with him, that what he's saying, she don't understand, he's going left and right. I said, okay. I went to talk to daddy. I said, daddy, this is what mommy said. Oh. She said that we should find a buyer and sell the house. What's your take on it? And he now said he's not ready to sell any of his property right now. That he's not willing to sell any of property right now. They started going back and forth with it. They involved some friends, some family member, and all. Finally, they both agreed to sell property. So when they finally agreed to sell the said house, that's the house she's living in, because the house water was entering the house. A lot of things were not well, you know. So she said she wanted daddy to settle her, we
Hmm.
sell the house and settle her with about 25 billion. I don't know. Daddy said he was not going to pay that much amount of money, that when he sells the house, he wants to rebuy a house, a better place where he can stay. It's up to her if she wants to move in with him there and then move in with the kids. Otherwise, he will not be paying her 25 billion for settlement. She even called somebody, I don't know, she said he's a lawyer, or yeah, she said he's a lawyer, that the person
Hmm.
is going to do agreement, that is going to settle her with 25 million naira. She brought a buyer. A buyer came from the house. My only duty there that she told me was to convince daddy to make sure daddy
Hmm.
signs the paper and sell the house. I was daddy that
Now,
barely moves out from
wow.
the house. I was able to convince daddy. We went to the house where she's staying with the children. Daddy now said, okay, he has accepted to buy. The buyer came. I have the conversation with the buyer. She was the one that gave the buyer my number. She doesn't trust me to a certain extent. She won't take the number of the buyer she brought to buy the house and give me the number. But she gave me the number of the buyer. She gave me the number of the buyer's lawyer. So that
Hmm.
whenever they want to communicate to that, they'll communicate through me. So there was an agreement to sell the house for 44 million naira. Out of that 44 million, she was demanding that daddy would give her 25 million naira as settlement for the marriage, that she was done with the marriage. And daddy said he was only that he's going to use the money and buy another house for both of them to stay. She doesn't want to stay. He's only going to give her 4 million naira. So that
Hmm.
disagreement between two of them, that is saying he's paying, giving her 4 million naira. She is saying she wants 25 million naira and all of that. I was not telling her, I said, okay, for me, what I think is better now, since you want daddy to sell the house, that putting that certain amount of money might actually discourage him. Why not allow him, once he's done selling the house, then whatever. She came and asked for my opinion, and that's what I told her. So she said, okay, let them sell the house first. The day they were about to sell the house, they informed the first son and every other person, the first son doesn't quite well sit with the father selling his property, but due to the situation at hand, things was really bad. Like things was sour, things was not okay.
Hmm.
And she was not working. She has not worked for the past 8 years. In fact, roughly since they got married, she was not working. Some
Hmm.
point she said she did some things and it did not work, and or if you ask her, she will say daddy was the one that stopped her from working. At least that's
Hmm.
what she said several, even online, she said it herself, that daddy stopped her from working. You
Hmm.
know, I'm a very young girl, I'm a mother of one. I am working. I work.
Hmm.
I have other businesses I'm doing. I invest. I cannot sit one place and say, okay, I'm not working because somebody said I should not work. That can never be me. But anyways, it works for whatever works for them, right? So when they were talking about selling that house, later I got a call from the first son
Hmm.
from South Africa saying there's somebody coming from UK. Now I want you guys to pay attention to this part, because this is one part that Nigerians don't know. This is one part that they don't want to tell Nigerians what really happened, what really transpired.
Hmm.
So the son
That is
called and said, the first son called and said that daddy, that there's one of daddy's friend. His name is Frank. They call him Frank Nolly. That daddy's friend is coming, that he said he wanted to help daddy and fly daddy to UK. I said, okay, oh, he sent me the number. That was a day before the buyer of the house wanted to pay for the house. Then that said friend called me. He said he had that daddy staying with me. I said yes. He said he wants to fly daddy to UK and give daddy better treatment. That can I take that he's going to send me. I said someone to come and pick daddy from my house and take daddy to Abuja. They already have the arrangement going on in Abuja. And once daddy goes to Abuja, they will take him to the interview at the embassy and everything. Rather, rather, rather. I said okay. I called the wife. I said, okay, oh, that there are chances that daddy might not be able to sign the paper for the property tomorrow. That somebody just called, a friend of daddy called from UK saying that they want to relocate daddy to UK and give him a better treatment. But before daddy will leave here, she is going to speak. I told her that I feel like she should speak to the man, find out who he is. If she gives go ahead for daddy to leave my house, he will leave. Thank goodness I recorded that call, because me, after the Shege Pro Max they have shown me, the first time that after 3 days of coming to my house, she came and said she don't know where her husband is. I decided to be very detailed and be keeping record of every single thing, because I know that the next one that they will lambast me, it will be more than the first one. I was already prepared for it. I know that the next one, that if they can do something like that, anybody that can do something like that, the next one will be worse than it. So I
anyway, that part, it was when this girl knew that okay, they also be her own content. Otherwise, no need though. When you don't catch people like that, Mona shot igbe man, shot like Nika, like Mama Beck might say. This life is short like Nika. Move. No need of keeping detail of rubbish, tedious people. Anyway, they were your content at that time, so you just need to. Good evening, Baba na Baba for life. My Iyeki, if you would love to speak with Jasmine and bring her on your live broker, kindly let me know. Ah, she is my baby girl. Really? Oh, okay, Mo, fair listen. Mo, see everywhere where Bukoko Mo tell you so, yeah, oh, yes, so Baba, we go do am, oh. Level up, level up, level up, 2014. We just dey lis ten to her story, so the thing dey weaken us. Say what? What? Ije, they too do am, eh? E no nice. Hmm.
Recorded that call. I told her, okay, call the man. Whatever you decide with the man, you let me know. If you feel like daddy should go to Abuja, who am I to stop daddy? If the first one say daddy should go to Abuja, from Abuja he should go to UK,
Hello,
who
my
am I?
daddy
What
face
position am I in
Daniel.
the family to stop him?
Anyano,
So she said I
na
should
be
send her the
your
man's
don
number.
go.
I sent her the number. It's on my WhatsApp chat. It will play on my screen. I put a screenshot on my screen. So when she contacted the man, after some hours, she said, okay, oh, she called me back. I've spoken to the man. And I know him. Is that his old friend? I didn't even know yet. He's the one that you're talking about. So he promised her that he was going to send her some amount of money that that no problem. That he also told her that she should not sell the house that they want to sell, that is coming back to Nigeria. When it comes back to Nigeria, they are going to renovate that house. And then when they renovate it, the price of the house will go up. So they'll be able to sell the house at a better price. I said, okay. My thing is, should daddy go to Abuja or not? Because you're the one that said daddy should come and stay with me. So if you say daddy should go to Abuja, I'll tell him, I will allow him to go to Abuja. The call is I will not take him to where the airport, I mean where they said I should take him to. She said I should go ahead, that the man can take him to Abuja. That when the man even said he's coming back a week later to Nigeria. And when the man comes, he's
Na
going to
dey
help
gboko
them
wey your
do the
name
house. The house is going
wey
to be
go
better, and then they're going to sell it in a higher price. I said, okay. I
give
called the son. I said,
100% is my baby.
Iyawo.
Okay.
That's if I'm referring
Okay, Baba.
to her,
Okay,
to the
Baba.
son, I call her Iyawo. Your father's wife. I said, okay, that your father can go. But before your father go, I'm leave my place. I'm going to do some tests, take him to the hospital. That hospital, they were the one that introduced me to the hospital. The doctor there, the said doctor has been treating daddy for the past 8 years. So she knows his entire body history. She knows if daddy's having headache, she knows his headache, she knows everything. Before she was working in a military hospital before she had opened her own hospital where daddy has been going for treatment. So she knows literally everything about his health issue. So I took daddy there for medical checkup. They check his entire body. She said, okay, as long as he's taking his medicine for his heart, he's okay. Then she checked. She said, but I'm seeing blood clots on his leg. Is he complaining of pain? I said, yes. So he has been complaining of slight pain, but sometimes he will say the leg is paining him. Or I don't know how bad it is. She asked him if the leg was paining him. He said he was having some small, small pain on the leg. So she gave him medicine for the blood clot and everything. I packed everything. I picked up my phone. I called AGM president. Thank God he's still
Don't
alive.
draw, follow everywhere.
For those of you that would want to confirm, I don't know if he's somebody that wants to speak about the issue. If he still doesn't want to speak, I'll respect him for not wanting to talk about it. But that doesn't mean I cannot make reference to things that I know happen or people that I know experience what I'm saying firsthand. I said, sir, greetings, sir. With all due respect, sir, I know that you know that daddy has been staying in my house for a very long period of time. Because you've been in communication and daddy has been calling you from my house and you've been settling all the family issues that have been going on and you have been supporting him in one way or the other financially. That is what is going on. No, the son called from South Africa that there's a friend of daddy that said he wants to come and take daddy to UK for medical treatment. That daddy is leaving my house, so but before he leave my house, I've taken him to the hospital. I've done tests, check him. This is what the test result is, and all of that. And I've also called the wife and given the wife the man's number. And the wife has said, okay, fine, that daddy can go ahead and do the travel. I just want to let you know that daddy, in the person of Mr. Ibu, is no longer in my house. So just in case, as the AGM president, I feel like you should be aware. And my take is, as daddy is leaving now, going to UK, I don't have plans of him coming back because myself around July, I told him that myself I also have plans to travel. That was around July. I still have evidence of when that message or that call was made. I said around July I'm also traveling. No, he now said okay, that I've done the right thing, as I've done the test and everything. I said yes. So the agreement was done. They called somebody. They said somebody should come and pick daddy. I said no. Nobody's coming to
So
my
how
house
many
to pick. In
time I
fact, the
don't
person that
say
he
for
caused to come and pick
myself
him was
since.
the guy he was living with in Iba for that period of time. That he left his house. When he left his house, I mentioned quite earlier that he has stayed in different hotels in Abuja for over 2 years. He has stayed in different hotels in Lagos for over a year. He has lived with different people. I'm not the only person that daddy has lived with. He has lived with friends, stranger, people he meet. He was just living with one person or the other. before the wife asked him to come and asked me to allow him to come and stay in my house. So it's quite unfortunate that I have to talk about this issue, but what choice do they leave me with? What choice do they leave me with? I have to talk about it and free my mind off. And as I'm talking about this, it's going to be the first and last time I'll ever have to speak about this issue.
Hmm.
So
Sometimes social media no go green o.
I told the man from
To
what
talk one, they'll come lie
UK,
put
I've not
again.
met this man before. I don't know
Belle.
what he looks like. I mean,
Today they are crying.
before daddy left my house. So I've not met him before. I don't know what he looks like before daddy left my house. So I said the person that is coming to pick him, that I'd rather take him to the airport to see with my two eyes that he has entered the airport. And I wanted them to give me the number of the person that is picking him in Abuja. So they sent me somebody's number that I know. I know the person that sent me his number.
If
He
you
has
want
also
to
been with one of
continue
the people that have
today, the whole
assisted
story
daddy in
will
his
be
own way.
moving from one to another. We should stop it right here now. Eh? We'll start again tomorrow because it will really take time, and that time I really don't have it. Eh? Her story look genuine. Her story look like something that is very real. Eh? Because ungrateful people, they're too much for this life where we did. So may God help the children. You understand, my people? Me, I didn't pin the number. Oh. Me, pin number. Ah, email. Oh, they say somebody pin number for my phone. Not be me or my lady, God forbid. Eh? Are you seeing pin number on my platform? Hey, I mean me name me o come. Google me. My lady, you sure say na my own you for the see am? No, not me oh. I no pin any number. Why I go pin number for what? Who get first bank for what? Wetin I dey use am dey do? Please, guys, did you see any number pin on this video? Hey, who me? Eh? Do you see any number pin on this video? Why me, the owner of the video, is not seeing any such pin number for what now? What did I pin it for? What I say make una use am take do? Hmm? They say no. No, I didn't pin number, my lady. Maybe na your side though. Yeah, even me, there is no number pin. No number pin. No. I hope una no see number why gege erigo komo a erigo gi komo na filokwa. Hungry lion everywhere. They say somebody pin account number here before. But I didn't talk about anything like that. So you just carry money put. No, no be me. I no get first bank. No be me. Wetin I come dey talk where I wan come pin money put. Whoa, were we doing charity? No. Eh? Hungry lion everywhere. I mean, me negi giya iwe. Person go there, I can get face with another person, you come dey pin put. How it take dey work? Eh? Now wow. Now wow. E still dey show for your something now. No, na be say na you mistakenly maybe pin am from your own. Nobody is seeing it, only you is seeing it. See, everybody say no, even me, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Only you one dey see am. Check, say na your own. E still there. No, 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 no. Na from your own side. Check am. Maybe na your own. No. Is anybody seeing pin number on my phone? No, me, I'm not seeing. Look, okay, let me use iPhone. Na iPhone you dey look, na you dey use. Let's go and use iPhone to check. With Samsung, no, nothing is showing there. Nothing. Okay, let me use a. No, nothing. Yeah, nothing pin, nothing. No pin. My lady, now your side. Screenshot and show. Yeah, it don't screenshot and show me. It no show for this side. It show for any of una own. They say no. They say until now the thing is still showing the bay. It's none of us they see am. Me not see am. Many people not see am. Try check your phone very well. E no dey. I've used Samsung. I've used this one. Nothing like pin. It happens sometimes when you are watching other live video and you go to yes other live video where you go na that thing for follow you. If you can't click on you not lay phone where ya. E no dey show. E no show. It's not showing from two different phones. It's not showing from. I sign in by myself. It's not showing. I enter like a guest. It's not showing. Let me go off and come back. Oh yeah, go. We are waiting for you before we go. Hello, my people. Please thumbs up this video before you go. I love you all so much. We shall continue from where we stopped tomorrow, except there is any other thing. But we need to listen to this part. I need to listen to this story. It's very interesting. Wait for me, you not go look am. O. Wait more look am together tomorrow. Nice sweet pass. Yeah. My lady, go off and come back. Make she go out from here and come back. What is spiritual number? What we are pinning number you want? Holy Ghost fire for anybody who pin that number here. But I'm not seeing it. It's not on my platform. So I don't think it's coming from my platform. Please thumbs up this video, my people. Thumbs it up. 300 like it, not bad. See all the thing where they for back. Normal gig be up for me. See. Go there, my neck. It's off now. I go out and you go out and come back. It's off now. Yeah. It wasn't coming from my own. Now where you go? Now those one be beggar we put on there. You not see the name, not be me. I greet you, my people. I love you all so much. Bye. Bye bye. See you all tomorrow morning by the grace of God. Good night, lovelies. Good night.